All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first day of review. Now, friendly reminder that during review, all you need to do is come to class with your review packet. Your review packet is worth 150 points. It is due the day of your exam, the moment you walk in my room. I will not accept late work. I will not accept late work on your review packet because my grades are practically closing 15 minutes into this exam because your girl's over it. Okay? I want my 2 weeks and I'm ready now. So, it is due the moment you walk in. Now, I will have written this packet 5 times by the time you take your exam. Who will know this packet better, me or you? Me. So, it's underneath the one you stole. It's literally called AP Modern. Yeah. So, I will know it better than you. So if you don't write down every word I write down because I'm writing this down 5 times and you are doing it once, I am going to bleed you of points. Is everyone clear? I am not sitting up here for my health. This is not what makes me happy. So, make sure, if you turn this in and get 150 points, which is the goal, can we agree? You literally just show up, you write things down, and then you have no homework if you come every day. So just show up, write down what I tell you to, and move on. You get 150 points, and it will probably bump up your score between 2 to 3 percentage points. That's a lot of percentage points at the end of the year. Yes? I will tell you, if you do not turn in your review packet, or you lose a lot of points because your girl is bleeding you of points, it is going to hurt like hell on that grade. Is everyone clear on that? So just by showing up, writing what I tell you to write, study what I tell you to study, you'll do incredibly well in this midterm. We can all enjoy our break and not think of each other for the whole time. Doesn't that sound like a dream? Yeah. Joey, very definitive. Okay. Also, I want to remind you that all makeup work is due. I see you, Lauren. All makeup work is due Wednesday, December 11th. That is next Wednesday. You have officially less than a week until that deadline. So if you have any makeup work that you need to turn in, that's it. I will not accept a single sheet of paper after 3:30. Is everyone clear on that? Like I said, my grade book will close 15 minutes into you taking your exam, except for me actually scoring in midterms. Is everyone clear on that? All right, so make sure you know what the expectations are. And I think I successfully wasted enough time in class. Did I do pretty well? Nice. So, how it's going to look is that we are going to do some boxes and then take a break by doing boards. Do some boxes, take some breaks. Do some boxes, take some breaks. That's why it's going to take us a week and a half. And your girl really is not what I would call hi-ho. Shall we begin? Fine. All right, here we go. Foot binding. Okay. Started by the Song Dynasty. For upper class women. Done as a status symbol. To show wealth. The ability to afford, to break your daughter's feet, show status and wealth. This practice will be picked up again Under what two dynasties? Ming and Qing. Done. We finished our first box. How wonderful. The Mongols have like a lot of information in it. So when you see me writing and it looks like that, that's like a normal box. I'm going to fill up the box. When I write really small, you're going to want to write really small. Is that fair? All right, here we go. All right, Mongol Empire. They conquered all of East Asia, most of South Asia, and a large chunk of the Middle East. They were visited. Who's a famous visitor? Marco Polo. Visited by Marco Polo. Parentheses. Specifically. Spelled specifically wrong. That's funny. Kublai. Kublai Khan. Who kept written records on their culture, politics, and economy. Mongol control in China is called the Yuan Dynasty. Most famous ruler was Kublai Khan. The Mongols hated the Chinese and imported Persian bureaucrats to run the Chinese government. Samarkand was their capital city. Along the Silk Road. In Central Asia. Why is it located in Central Asia? Hello? Why is it located in Central Asia? Evan? Yeah, that's where they came from. So it makes logical sense. In Central Asia. The Golden Horde. Mongol rule in Russia. Had strong centralized rule. Centralized imperial rule, sorry. Imperial rule. Longest held Khanate. Oh, perfect. Done. I told you it was a lot. Khanate. Khanate. I can it. Okay. Are we tired of this already?
Yes.
Oh no. Alright, man of heaven. Justified the rise and fall of empires by the gods. Actually, I'm going to change empires to dynasties. because we're in China. Sorry. By the God's will. It justified the overthrow of governments by the people when the dynasty loses favor with the gods. The God's will can be seen in peasant rebellion, would be an example of a peasant rebellion. Yellow Turban would be a good one. Natural disasters. What would be an example? Famines. Or outside invaders. Taking China. And who would be a perfect example of that? Mongols would be a good example. Perfect. Vietnamese fast ripening rice. When the Tang conquered Vietnam, China received this new crop, which would crip / harvest twice a year equals twice, 2 times more food. Leads to population boom, during Song Dynasty, due to population boom, less people are needed to farm, so more people begin trading in the... Everyone understands when I write IOB, it's Indian Ocean Basin, correct? Okay, because, like, we're going to shorthand when we can. Indian Ocean Basin and become merchants. Do you see why I don't like doing this? No, you need to toughen up. Because you have 2.5 hours you need to write all these essays in bus. Bubonic plague starts in Asia. And I'm going to write 14th really big. Okay? Because you really do need to know what centuries things are happening in. Can we agree? And I will tell you, it's not one of my fortes. Okay? Starts in Asia in the 14th century under the Mongols. And it will eventually spread to Europe. It will caused the decline of the Mongols, parentheses, too much death, too much death to stay in power, one-third of Europe dies, and that will lead to the collapse of feudalism. Nice. All right, let's go to the boards. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what do we call the Iconate of Russia? Good, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. What is it, Joey? Golden Horde. On your whiteboard, who is the most famous ruler? Oh, what is the Iconate of China called? That's the question I want. Iconate of China. What do we got? Brian. Yuan Dynasty. Who's the most famous ruler of the Yuan Dynasty? Ladies and gentlemen, the boards are an important part of the review, in case you didn't know that. Just writing things down is not going to help you learn the content if you don't already know the content. What is it? Emily. Kublai Khan. Kublai Khan is going to receive what famous friend? And then enemy. And then gossip colonists. Who is it? Emma. Marco Polo. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the dynasty that started foot binding? Good. What is it, Madison? Song Dynasty. What dynasty conquers Vietnam? Good. What do we got? Evelyn. Tang Dynasty. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what century does the bubonic plague begin? Good. What do we got, Lily? On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is, give me a example. Please tell me, what will justify the rising and falling of dynasties in China? Seriously. 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 No. My heart just broke. What will justify the rise and fall of dynasties in China? Mandate of heaven is correct. Give me an example of a natural disaster that could justify the fall of a dynasty. Good. What is it, Shannon? What is famine? Yeah, you run out of food. Flooding also would work too, by the way. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the crop that is going to be discovered in Vietnam? You can't just say, no. China has plenty of that, but they don't have what? Tess? Yeah, it's different. You can't just say rice. On your whiteboard, please tell me. The Tang are the ones who discover the Vietnamese fast ripening rice, but it is who deal with the consequences of having a huge swell of population. Good. Who is it, Evan? Song. During the Song Dynasty, so much of the population no longer has to farm, so they become what? Jared. Merchants. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the capital city of the Mongols? Good. Brian, educate your peers. Smartland. Smartland is located in the middle of what continent? Reagan. Asia. Who can raise their hand and tell me why it makes sense? Evan has already told me this, but why does it make sense? Markland is located in the center of Asia. Why, Katie? It's where they're from, yeah. The Mongols are from Central Asia. It makes sense their capital city would be in Central Asia. On your whiteboard, please tell me please tell me how many people in Europe die because of the bubonic plague. Looks like you're at 43, Ashlyn. That's funny. How many people, Ashlyn?
1/3.
1/3 of the population. On your whiteboard, what government system will fail because of... Give me 2 government systems that fail because of the bubonic plague. Yeah. Well, you got 1. You're supposed to have 2. I was talking to Katie, but I like that you thought it was you. What are they, Jared?
Feudalism and the Yuan Dynasty.
Feudalism and the Yuan Dynasty both fail because of it. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is the name of the people that the Mongols import to run the Chinese government because they hate the Chinese. Good. What do we got, Sophia? Persians. On your whiteboard, please tell me, where did the Mongols have a centralized imperial rule? Where did the Mongols have a centralized imperial rule? What do we got? What do we got, Alexa? Russia. All right. Let's go. Ming Dynasty. Post-Mongol Dynasty. This one kind of has a lot. Not a ton, but a lot. Post-Mongol Dynasty. Emperor Yongle. Sends Zhang He to collect... Sorry, I had that itchy nose. Collect science and technology. He collects cultural items instead. What's an example of a cultural item he gets? Clocks. He also likes giraffes. Which I would too, let's be honest. Wow. Interactions. Shit. I have like a little hair on my face. You know, like, you're just looking at me like this has never happened to you. But I have it, and it's making my face itch. Stop judging. I have 3 animals at home. It's one of their hairs. And I really don't want to write this, in case you can't tell. Wow. Interactions with different cultures occurred on behalf of the Chinese government. The Chinese government did not establish diplomatic relations like the Europeans, parentheses, Portuguese, who began colonies. So, were the Chinese similar or different to Europeans? Different. Japan. The Nara state will collapse and Japan's feudalistic governing system will end with the rise of the Tokugawa shogunate. The Tokugawa come into power during the 16th century. I'm going to underline it because I'm terrible at teaching you those things. Come into power during the 16th century, and they will centralize Japanese rule and remove the daimyo and samurai from power. Done. Qing. Qing Dynasty. The Qing Dynasty will rise into power post Ming. The Qing are foreign invaders called what? Called Manchus. They will use a peasant rebellion against the Ming corruption as an excuse to overthrow him. They created separatist rules like forbidding intermarriage, with Chinese, to keep their elite status. They are the last Chinese dynasty. And they're not even Chinese. But, I'm just going to write, but they keep a lot of Chinese culture. There we go. How exciting! We finished the page! Do you see why this is worth 150 points? Do you see how if you don't write everything I have, I'm going to bleed you with points because it's annoying that I'm sitting up here and all you have to do is write it down? Cool. Let's do a boards. On your whiteboard, please tell me. What century is the bubonic plague? Dun da da dun da da da. What is it, Maggie? 14th century. What century does the Tokugawa come into power in Japan? What do we got, Jared? 16th. On your whiteboard, please tell me. Give me all my Chinese dynasties. All the way through. In order. Oh. Zia, Shang, Zhao. There you go. There's a big start for you. Yeah, I see Lily. I see Lily over there. Oh no, people. Oh no. My girl Lily is doing it off the top of her head like a boss. Yeah.
I forgot something.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Look at that in there.
What is that? Warring States? Warring States?
Not in the right order.
Not in the right order. Alright, Madison, did you cheat? It's fine if you did. Alright, she cheated. Here's the correct answer. Now, I don't think it would be the worst thing. You don't really have a ton of room, though. I would write it in your East Asia. Alright, so, here we go. It goes Zia, Shang, Zhao. Okay. Then it goes Warring States, but, like, do we need to write Warring States? I'll write Warring States, fine. Warring States. Then it goes Chin, Han. Then it goes Sui, Tang, Song. Then another break, and then it goes Yan, Ming, Shang. What? Is that too much for you? Can we get this? Is this okay? Alright, here we go. On your whiteboard, please tell me. On your whiteboard, please tell me. What is an example of a peasant rebellion that mandate of heaven was used to justify the overthrowing of the Han? Good. What is it, Ashlyn? Yellow turban. On your whiteboard, please tell me. What is the name of the first centralized government in Japan? No, they're decentralized. Remember, there's feudalism. Good. What is it? Sam? Tokugawa shogunate. On your whiteboard, please tell me. What is the name of the emperor of the Ming who sends out a voyage and writes the Yongle Encyclopedia? Good. If you didn't know, I gave you the answer if you were smart enough to realize. What is it, Julia? Emperor Yongle. Who's the dude he sends out to go collect science and shit, but he ends up collecting culture? Who is it? Claire? Zhang He. On your whiteboard, please tell me. True or false? The Chinese collect ports just like the Portuguese. True or false? What do you got, Evelyn? False. On your whiteboard, please tell me. What is the name of the capital city of the Mongolian Empire? Oh, God. People are still stuck on this one. What is it, Brian? Smarkland. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is... Please tell me what is the only centralized government the Mongols control? Good. What is it, Maggie? The Golden Horde. On your whiteboard, please tell me what two people lose jobs when the Tokugawa rise into power in Japan? Do you have everything I have down? Why not? Evan! You better get it, man. You need that 150. For sure. And I'm recording this, so you can get it. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is the name of the two Governments that fail because of the Black Plague. This was a real stumper earlier. Jared, you were the one who gave me the answer to this one. What is it, Lily? Yuan Dynasty and feudalism. Jared, you literally gave me the answer. Alright. I think we were good. I think that was the first start. Can we agree?
Yeah.
That was a good start. Yeah, we're killing it, man. We're killing it. This is how review is going to go. Does that sound good to you? Hopefully, is this helping?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm over it. I only have to do this 3 more times.